Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. In 2021, I interviewed Proteas fast bowler KAGISO Rabada and we chatted about things like lockdown, what he likes to do outside of cricket and where he'd like to be when he retires. In light of the Proteas reaching the semi-final, I decided that it's time to release this interview. I hope you guys enjoy, drop a like, subscribe, and don't forget to turn on notifications. Enjoy the video.
Hi there, how are you doing?
Good, thanks. Iyaz Mitwadia here from the Mail and Guardian.
Awesome.
Yeah. Firstly, I just want to say it's a real honor. And I think we can get straight into it. I hope the training is going quite well. And
Yeah, everything's good, man. Can't complain. Can't complain.
that's
Hope everything your side as well.
Yeah, no, it's all good. I was just reading up a bit and I saw like your dad is like a doctor, your mom's a lawyer, and then like I know where I come from, you get pressured into academics a lot with that background. And I just wanted to know, like, what pressures did you have in terms of academics? And then how did you find your love for cricket?
Well, yeah, a lot of people think my mother's a lawyer. So my mother's actually a town planner, but you're not the first. Yeah, but I think my mother and my father are both academics, and they placed a lot of emphasis on my academics. They said they always wanted academics to come first, and that's something that I had to do. I mean, I did it. I didn't do it amazingly, but I did it well enough. Um, and I don't think they expected for my cricket to turn out the way that it has. But in saying that, they have always supported me because they knew that I was always, a sporty kind of guy, and I was actually excelling at uh, all of the sports that I played, and uh, uh, cricket was the one that's taken me this far. But even to this day, they still remind me of everything else outside of cricket for me to set my life up, etc., etc. So I guess that's just parents being parents, and it's yeah, it's just the right message.
Just like following on from that, like how did you know it was cricket? Like you said, you played many sports, and I'm sure like you can see when someone's a complete athlete, and we can all see that. So, I mean, where did you know it was just cricket? Cricket was for you.
Um, I for me it was probably like grade 9, 10. That's when I knew that this is the career that I'm gonna follow. But I always had belief that I would get to where I am, and uh, thank God that I have. Uh, I had all the right opportunities, and I'm glad that I took them. But I always had the belief in me that I could get this far.
And then, like, apart from cricket, like, what are some of your other hobbies that you enjoy doing?
Um, I enjoy music. I love music. So like sometimes as an escape, I actually just make music on software, uh, and then a friend of mine and myself, his name is Cameron Scott, and we actually got into some production. We actually did it over lockdown. So as Cyril announced, or Mr. Ramaphosa announced that there would be a lockdown, stage 5. Um, that's when we're like, okay, what we're gonna do here? Let's do something. So we did drama together at school. I was a drama student, and I actually enjoyed it, and he enjoyed it as well. So he studied law at Wits, and he was in and out of the states. And then every every now and then, we would chat about what we wanted to do in that space. So we started like a production company called Kingdom Come, and we actually shot a short film called Ring of Beasts whilst I was at IPL. So I couldn't be on set, but it was during COVID. And we're glad to say that it actually got accepted into LA Shorts Film Festival, and a film festival in Hungary. And we've started a platform called Zapcast. We've got about 4 or 5 shows. So Zapcast stands for South African Podcasts, where we've got we run it out of a tech house, like a tech company, and we've got some shows on there, and we're just doing various other projects, and that's something that's I actually have been taking quite seriously, and something that we actually want to succeed at.
So then, like, like sports careers, as great and amazing as they are limited to a certain amount of years, and I mean, then would you consider going full swing into production once you're done with it?
Well, obviously now, I'm learning a lot about the business world as well, and it's because obviously it's not just to cover my back. That's not the only reason. I'll only do something if I'm interested in it. If I had no interest in it, then I wouldn't do it. The production, I mean, it's extremely fun. Sometimes it can be tedious, but for the most part, it's very fun. And for me at least, and the way that my mind works, it's what I enjoy doing. But the music is more of a hobby. It's like kind of an escape. With Red Bull, like we've just done some cool stuff where I've DJed at a couple of events, and actually like made a track with the couple, the producer and DJ, South African producer and DJ, world renowned. So that's something that I enjoy doing, and that's quite cool. That I also like aligning with the brand like Red Bull. It's exciting, and I mean that's what I like. I like to be creative.
So I'm guessing you are the guy who chooses the music in the dressing room.
No, I think sometimes to a particular group, not everyone listens to the same music, and a few people would predominantly listen to a certain type of music that I wouldn't predominantly listen to. I love all types of music, but I'll listen predominantly to what is relevant to me. So I don't think everyone has exactly the most similar. Not everyone has the exact same taste in music in the team environment.
And then I just wanted to ask you, because you mentioned lockdown and things, and like I know like lockdown took a toll on a lot of people, just sitting at home and not having to go anywhere and stuff. And like just wanted to ask you, in terms of your like inside and outside of cricket, how has it like affected you? Just this lockdown and basically being stranded at home.
Mm, it's been first of all, like I enjoyed the break because I've been playing so much over the past 6 years.
Yeah.
So I actually enjoyed the break, and it was fun for me. Well, not fun. It was relaxing for me to enjoy to have that break, but not in the way that it came. I mean, COVID has just been terrible. People are losing lives. People are struggling. But for personally, I think I really needed that break. But at the same time, it's just about being thankful for everything else that you've had in your life, or everything else that you have in your life. I can still play cricket. My family, um, my mother and father are still working. My brother has the opportunity to have online schooling. So there are people in my extended family who are suffering, but it's just being grateful for what you have already, because the situation that you're faced with it's a world pandemic. I mean, what you're gonna do? But at the same time, I think um, um, we get the opportunity to travel, and you are in a biosecure bubble, yes, but it's just about getting on with it, not complaining too much. Personally, it doesn't really affect me a lot. The only thing that I don't like about it is the fact that, when you get to a country, you can't actually travel it, you can't interact with people. Like the Caribbean, we couldn't go out in the Caribbean. I mean, come on. But at the same time, um, there's always positives and there's always negatives. But it's just being grateful for what you have, and that's the mindset I've got.
So my last question to you would just be then, um, it's been like an incredible journey for you since you've hit the top of world cricket, and I mean, from 22 you were topping ICC bowling rankings. So setting the bar that high, how do you deal with that for the rest of your career? Because now that bar is set by yourself, and people will only compare you to yourself at times. How do you constantly deal with that? Because you are the country's kind of like star boy, basically.
Yeah, look, I'm probably my biggest critic. I don't think anyone criticizes me more than I criticize myself. And yeah, that's just the type of standard that I set for myself. But at the end of the day, it's about the team winning. But personally, I want to get back, to that standard, and it is extremely tough. And there's a whole lot of factors that weigh into you getting, getting back to number one. But that's not really my ambition. Like my conscious ambition, that's just a byproduct. For me, it's just about mastering my skill, and everything else will be a byproduct. So yeah, cricket takes you on a journey. It's like a learning curve. You're always tested all the time. There's not a single time where you're not tested, and you'll always get tested in a different way. So there's challenges that await you, and you have to see what you have to recognize what challenges they are, and you have to face them. Uh, you have to look them in the eye and face them, and then at the end of the day, test yourself to see if you can do it or not. When I retire one day, when I stop playing cricket one day, I will know that I gave my best shot. I mean, I could do more, but I know that I'm doing a lot.
Okay, thank you so much for your time. So really appreciate it, and thank you guys of the Red Bull team for the opportunity as well.